On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Militant.
Willing to use force or violence to achieve a political or social goal.
Examples:
Militant nations. A militant reformer. The militant group launched a series of attacks on government buildings.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Medieval.
Relating to or belonging to the Middle Age, that is for the period of A.D. 600 to AD 1450.
Examples:
Medieval times. Medieval history. Only the medieval tower remained standing.
Manuscript.
The original copy of a book, piece of music, etc., before it is printed.
Examples:
Manuscript of a book. Ancient manuscript. The widow of a deceased writer discovered an incomplete novel manuscript in his room.
Arabic.
The Semitic language of the Arab people, widely spoken throughout the Middle East and North Africa, of or relating to Arab peoples, culture, or language.
Examples:
Arabic cuisine. Arabic language. I'm studying Arabic calligraphy as part of my art class.
Astronomy.
The scientific study of objects and matter outside the Earth's atmosphere, especially the positions, motions, and evolution of celestial bodies.
Examples:
Astronomy science. A branch of astronomy. He had a deep passion for extragalactic astronomy and spent hours observing the night sky.
Geography.
A field of science devoted to the study of the lands, features, inhabitants, and phenomena of the earth.
Examples:
Geography class. Economic geography. She did well on her geography exam.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Erectile.
Characterized by the ability to become physically erect, particularly in sexual function.
Examples:
Erectile dysfunction. Erectile tissues. The drug was found to have significant erectile side effects in clinical trials.
Dysfunction.
A problem or fault in a system, organism, or part of the body or machine.
Examples:
Dysfunction of kidneys. Brain dysfunction. The dysfunction in the relationship was causing problems for both partners.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
The wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Heritage.
The culture and traditions that are passed down from previous generations.
Examples:
Heritage site. Historical heritage. The heritage of the city is reflected in its architecture.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Assortment.
A variety of different things or individuals, a group of different types of things that have been collected together.
Examples:
Assortment room. Whole assortment. The store offered an assortment of fresh fruits and vegetables.
Mold.
A hollow container used to give shape to liquid or soft substance, which then becomes solid in the same shape as the container, a soft, green, or gray growth that forms on stale food or objects exposed to warm, moist air for too long.
Examples:
A casting mold. Mold allergy. Mushrooms and mold are fungi.
Humidity.
The amount of water vapor in the air, typically as a percentage of the maximum that the air could hold at that temperature.
Examples:
Uncomfortable humidity. Humidity sensor. The humidity in the tropical forest was so high that it was hard to breathe.
Rescue.
To save someone or something from a dangerous or difficult situation.
Examples:
rescue a dying dog. Rescue a company from bankruptcy. The fire department arrived just in time to rescue the family from the burning building.
Ruse.
A trick or deception used to achieve a strategic or tactical advantage, a strategy or plan used to deceive or mislead someone.
Examples:
plan a ruse. Elaborate ruse. The thief used a clever ruse to access the bank's vault.
Jeopardy.
The state of being in danger or at risk of harm or loss.
Examples:
put his life in jeopardy. Tax in jeopardy. The project is in jeopardy of being cancelled due to a lack of funding.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
a cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Fling.
To throw or push something or someone with force or recklessness, especially because you are angry.
Examples:
fling a stream of abuse. Fling a door open forcefully. He was provoked to fling the draft on the floor.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples:
sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
a comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
a scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Bare.
Not covered or clothed, lacking embellishment or decoration, mere or basic, undisguised or open, empty or devoid of something.
Examples:
bare minimum. Bare essentials. She wore a simple dress with a bare neckline.
Illegible.
Unable to be read or deciphered, unclear or indistinctly written, not legible due to poor handwriting, printing, or condition.
Examples:
Illegible signature. Illegible document. The handwriting on the note was so illegible that I couldn't read it.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Fade.
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Reagent.
A substance or compound used in a chemical reaction to detect, measure, or produce other substances or chemical changes.
Examples:
Testing reagent. Chemical reagent. The lab technician added a few drops of the reagent to the test tube.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic renaissance. Industrial renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Trove.
A valuable collection of rare or interesting things, usually on the earth.
Examples:
Trove of information. Stumble on a trove. The treasure trove of ancient artifacts was a museum's dream come true.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Rewrite.
To write something such as a book or speech again in a different way, usually to improve it or add new information.
Examples:
Rewrite a composition. Rewrite a world record. I need to rewrite most of the essay with feedback from my teacher.
Canon.
A set of rules, principles, or standards by which something is judged or measured.
Examples:
Canon law. Strict canon. The canon of classical literature includes works by Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Homer.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Provocative.
Arousing anger, interest, or another strong reaction, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Provocative questions. A provocative smile. His provocative style frequently sparked controversies.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Unsatisfying.
Not fulfilling someone's desires, expectations, or needs, incomplete or inadequate.
Examples:
Unsatisfying labor. Unsatisfying reality. The meal was unsatisfying and left her feeling hungry an hour later.
Conjure.
To call forth by magic, to create or bring about through the imagination.
Examples:
Conjure evil spirits away. Conjure a vision. The magician conjured up a rabbit out of thin air.
Idle.
Not working hard or not having a job, useless.
Examples:
Live an idle life. Idle capital. There are several idle machines in the factory because of the decreased orders.
Neat.
Clean or tidy, with everything in its place.
Examples:
A neat piece of work. Neat idea. She has neat habits.
Parcel.
Something wrapped in paper so that it can be carried or sent by post.
Examples:
A parcel of lies. Parcel of land. He runs a parcel delivery company.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Adventurer.
A person who enjoys or seeks dangerous and exciting experiences.
Examples:
Daredevil adventurer. Outdoor adventurers. The ocean adventurer holds the record for the oldest solo Pacific Ocean crossing by a sailboat.
Undiscovered.
Not yet found or known.
Examples:
Undiscovered territory. Undiscovered potential. The jungle is full of undiscovered species waiting to be found.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Mere.
Used to emphasize how insignificant or minor someone or something is.
Examples:
Mere acquaintance. Mere incident. He lost the election by mere votes.
Scholarly.
Relating to or characteristic of academic study.
Examples:
Scholarly article. Scholarly attainment. The scholarly journal published articles on various academic subjects.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Sliver.
A small, thin, narrow piece or fragment of something, often characterized by its length or its sharpness or thinness, a small portion or amount of something, often used in a metaphorical sense to describe a trace or a hint of something.
Examples:
Sliver of wood. Sliver of metal. I had to be careful not to step on a sliver of glass on the floor.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Archaeology.
The branch of anthropology that studies prehistoric people and their cultures.
Examples:
The Institute of Archaeology. Prehistoric archaeology. She teaches archaeology at the local university.
Whip.
To hit a person or an animal severely with a thin, flexible stick with a cord or leather thong at the end, as a punishment, discipline, etc.
Examples:
Whip egg whites. Whip into shape. The jockey whipped the horse hard to take first place.
Poem.
A piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas by paying particular attention to diction, sometimes rhyme, rhythm, and imagery.
Examples:
A narrative poem. Poem to the dead. A great poem is a fountain forever overflowing with the waters of wisdom and delight.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Pronounced.
Clearly and distinctly expressed or noticeable, emphasized.
Examples:
Clearly pronounced utterances. Pronounced difference. The chef's herbs and spices gave the dish a pronounced flavor.
Ultraviolet.
Relating to or occupying the part of the spectrum beyond the violet end, especially radiation.
Examples:
Ultraviolet protection. Ultraviolet light. Ultraviolet radiation can cause skin damage if one is exposed for too long.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Spectral.
Relating to or having the properties of a spectrum, equals an ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split, relating to a ghost or apparition.
Examples:
Two spectral bands. Spectral colors. The spectral analysis revealed unexpected details about the composition of the planet's atmosphere.
Fame.
The condition of being well known and discussed by a large number of people as a result of one's accomplishments, abilities, etc.
Examples:
Leap into fame. His undying fame. Good fame is better than a good face.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Palimpsest.
A manuscript or piece of writing material on which the original writing has been effaced to make room for later writing.
Examples:
Palimpsest parchment. Medieval palimpsest. The palimpsest manuscript he discovered contained layers of text from different centuries, offering a fascinating glimpse into the past.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Overwrite.
To replace or overwrite existing data or information with new data, often in the context of computer files or software.
Examples:
Overwrite setting. Overwrite memory. Don't forget to back up your data before you overwrite any files on your computer.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Plea.
An appeal or request, especially for help or understanding, a legal excuse or defense, an earnest entreaty or supplication.
Examples:
Plea bargaining. Emotional plea. The defendant entered a plea of not guilty during his trial.
Grant.
To agree to give or allow somebody.
Examples:
Grant a new license. Grant a land. The chairperson granted him the right to speak.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Charred.
Burned or blackened as a result of being subjected to high heat.
Examples:
Charred body. Badly charred. The fire left the building a charred shell of its former self.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Infrared.
Relating to or denoting electromagnetic radiation with a wavelength just longer than that of red light but shorter than that of microwave radiation, used for sensing heat and for remote control.
Examples:
An infrared lamp. Infrared radiation. The infrared camera revealed a hidden image on the surface.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Goggle.
To look at someone or something with amazement, to look stupidly, noun, plural, tight-fitting spectacles that are worn to prevent particulates, water, or chemicals from striking the eyes.
Examples:
Goggle his eyes. Infrared goggles. The software company bought the VR goggles manufacturer.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Wavelength.
The distance between 2 points in the same phase in consecutive cycles of a wave.
Examples:
Wavelength of light. Long wavelength laser. White color is made up of many different wavelengths of light.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
A digital watch. Digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor: the basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Quartz.
A hard, mineral compound consisting of silicon dioxide, often occurring as colorless or white crystals, but also found in various colors, and commonly used in jewelry and watches, as well as in the production of glass and other industrial applications.
Examples:
Quartz rock. Rose quartz. The crystal pendant was made of clear quartz.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Clarify.
To make something, such as a statement or situation, less confusing and more understandable.
Examples:
Clarify a goal. Clarify his feelings. The police tried to clarify the facts concerning her death.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
A GPS satellite. A meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Spatial.
Of or relating space and the position, area, and size of things.
Examples:
Spatial ability. Spatial distribution. He carefully determined the spatial relations of every piece of the stage set.
Spectacular.
Striking or impressive to look at or in performance or achievement.
Examples:
Spectacular view. Achieve spectacular growth. The spectacular fireworks display was the highlight of the festival.
Gelatinous.
Having the texture of jelly, having a translucent, jelly-like consistency.
Examples:
Gelatinous texture. Gelatinous substance. The jellyfish's body was transparent and gelatinous, making it difficult to see in the water.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Codex.
A manuscript book, especially one written in the medieval period, before the invention of printing.
Examples:
Codex manuscript. Medieval codex. The archaeologists found a codex buried alongside a mummy in an underground tomb.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Christendom.
The Christian world considered a collective body.
Examples:
Eastern Christendom. The principal church of Christendom. The medieval concept of Christendom strongly influenced the time's political, social, and cultural developments.
Emperor.
The male ruler of an empire.
Examples:
Emperor of Rome. Former emperor. The emperor once lived in the vast palace.
Council.
A group of people who have been elected or appointed to make decisions or give advice on a particular subject or in a particular place.
Examples:
Other council members. City council election. The city council voted to approve the new development project.
Creed.
A system of beliefs or principles.
Examples:
Political creed. Creed of faith. The creed of the organization emphasized hard work and dedication.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Swear.
To make a solemn promise or vow. To use rude or offensive language.
Examples:
Swear an oath. Swear a blue streak. I swear I didn't mean to break your vase.
Ceremony.
A formal event or ritual, often religious or solemn.
Examples:
Ceremony hall. Ceremony location. The wedding ceremony was a beautiful and emotional event.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Fungus.
A type of organism that includes yeasts, molds, and mushrooms, which are heterotrophic, meaning they do not produce their food and must consume organic matter to survive.
Examples:
Fungus infection. Symbiotic fungus. Certain types of fungus can be toxic to humans, causing severe illness if ingested.
Unwashed.
Not cleaned or purified, untidy or unkempt in appearance or manner, lacking in refinement or sophistication.
Examples:
Unwashed hair. Unwashed vegetable. The dirty clothes remained unwashed in the hamper for weeks.
Tuberculosis.
An infectious disease usually caused by tubercle bacteria that can attack many parts of a person's body, especially their lungs.
Examples:
Died of tuberculosis. A medicine for tuberculosis. Tuberculosis used to be considered a fatal disease.
Transcribe.
To copy or reproduce something in written or printed form, to translate spoken language into written text.
Examples:
Transcribe notes. Transcribe documents. She needs to transcribe the interview recording to write the article for the magazine.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Esoteric.
Intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with specialized knowledge or interest.
Examples:
An esoteric religion. Esoteric tone. The book's content was so esoteric only a select few scholars could fully understand it.
Mount.
To increase, go up, or advance gradually or continuously, to prepare and supply with the necessary equipment for execution or performance, to ride on something or someone.
Examples:
Mount a hill. Mount a counterattack. They mounted pictures on the paper in preparation for the birthday card.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Whatsoever.
Not at all, no matter what.
Examples:
whatsoever it be. Without impact whatsoever. He refused to do anything whatsoever to help her.
Welsh.
To fail to honor a debt or commitment, to renege on a promise or agreement.
Examples:
Welsh on a promise. Welsh on the deal. The sheep herder had to welsh some of the animals due to illness.
Gospel.
A set of beliefs or teachings of a particular religious group, especially when considered authoritative or sacred.
Examples:
preach the gospel. Gospel music. The gospel of love and forgiveness is central to their religion.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Subtly.
In a way that is so small or delicate as to be difficult to notice or describe.
Examples:
subtly change. Subtly point out. Government policy has already been revised subtly.
Draft.
A preliminary version of something that is not yet in its final form.
Examples:
a working draft. Write the first draft. During debates in the legislature, the draft of the law caused a lot of controversies.
Declaration.
A formal or explicit statement or announcement.
Examples:
Declaration of Independence. Unilateral declaration. The President made the declaration of war.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
an international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Curator.
A person whose job is to manage the objects or artworks in a museum, art gallery, etc.
Examples:
Curator of a library. Interim curator. The museum curator conserved the ancient manuscripts.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
Scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Consult.
To seek or get advice or information from a person, book, or other source having special knowledge on a particular subject.
Examples:
Regularly consult with a doctor. Consult my wallet. Always consult a lawyer before launching a business.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them seem no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Legend.
An old story that may or may not be accurate regarding some persons and events, a well-known person who is admired by others for a long time, particularly in a particular field.
Examples:
Basketball legend. Legend of King Arthur. Many of the legends of the famous general came about hundreds of years after his death.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Monster.
An imaginary creature that is large and has various human and animal parts, someone or something large and powerful.
Examples:
Horde of monsters. Monster film. This car has a monster engine.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Starlight.
The light emitted or reflected by stars, often observed in the night sky, the radiant energy emitted by stars.
Examples:
Starlight sky. Romantic starlight. The romantic couple had a picnic under the starlight.
Convey.
To express ideas, feelings, etc., so that it is known or understood by other people. To carry something from one place to another.
Examples:
Convey a complex idea. Convey goods by truck. An ironic remark often conveys an intended meaning obliquely.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
A distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Stutter.
To speak with sudden involuntary pauses or repetitions of sounds, syllables, or words. Noun, a speech disorder characterized by the repetition or prolongation of sounds, syllables, or words, or by pauses or blocks in speech.
Examples:
Stutter speech. Stutter out an apology. He tends to stutter when he gets nervous, making it difficult for others to understand him.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Naive.
Showing unaffected simplicity and lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment.
Examples:
Naive belief. Naive mistake. The con artist's lies quickly took in the naive young man.
Censor.
A person or institution responsible for examining books, movies, and other forms of media to determine if they are harmful or offensive and should be banned or altered. An official in charge of banning or suppressing information.
Examples:
Censor a book. Censor a TV program. The newspaper editor decided to censor the controversial headline to avoid backlash.
Imperfectly.
In a faulty or incomplete way.
Examples:
Imperfectly developed. Imperfectly known disease. He created an imperfectly shaped torso.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Hallowed.
Considered holy or sacred, deserving of reverence or respect.
Examples:
Hallowed tradition. Hallowed memory. The church was considered a hallowed ground for the community, where their ancestors had worshipped for generations.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
Break discipline. Rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Handwriting.
The particular way in which a person writes, as distinct from printing or typing.
Examples:
Handwriting identification. Handwriting sample. The handwriting on the note was barely legible.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples.
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples.
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples.
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Optical.
Of or relating to or light or the ability to see. Noun, the science of light and vision, and to instruments and techniques used in the study and application of light.
Examples.
New optical glasses. Optical fiber. The optical illusion made it appear like the building was floating in midair.
Recognition.
The action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples.
Recognition award. Joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Freshman.
A first-year student, typically in college or high school.
Examples.
Freshman orientation. Freshman year. The freshman class was excited to start their first year of college.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples.
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples.
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Comic.
Funny and making you laugh.
Examples.
Comic books. A comic hat. The novel is comic and tragic.
Dramatist.
A writer of plays, dramas, or theatrical pieces.
Examples.
The dramatist's latest production. Modern dramatist. The famous dramatist wrote many successful plays during his career.